Jefferson County Court, Law number 2 is back in session. The court is in session with the arraignment docket. First case is cause number M329348. Case is style, the state of Texas versus Larry Jerome Saunier Jr. Saunier, would you please come forward? Mr. Saunier, your full name is Larry Jerome Saunier Jr.?
Yes, sir.
Saunier, would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes.
You may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Saunier? That's good. Mr. Saunier, I have before me a document that is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without Attorney. Saunier, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant?
Yes, sir.
And are these your initials on the line that state you would like to have in case you be set to hire your own attorney?
Yes, sir.
So Saunier, before you signed and initialed this document, did you read the document?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand what you read?
Yes.
Is everything in this document true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Saunier, our court coordinator is going to reset your case. Have a seat in that first chair on the wall. Next case is Raul Jimenez, cause number 23CCCR 0768. Mr. Jimenez, your full name is Raul Jimenez? Mr. Jimenez, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Jimenez, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Jimenez, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Jimenez? I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Mr. Jimenez, I have before me a document that is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without Attorney. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant? Or are these your initials on the line that state you'd like to have your case reset to hire your own attorney?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Jimenez, before you sign and initial this document, did you read the document?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand what you read? Is everything in this document true and correct to the best of your knowledge? And Mr. Jimenez, I read your answers. Our court coordinator is going to reset your case. Please have a seat in that first chair. Once you reset your case, you're free to go on your blessed day. Next case is cause number 23CCCR 2140. Case is style of state of Texas versus Chase Nathaniel Airy. Mr. Airy, your full name is Chase Nathaniel Airy?
That's correct.
Mr. Airy, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Airy, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Mr. Airy, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Airy?
Doing okay. How are you, sir?
I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Mr. Airy, I have before me two documents. Okay. First document is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without Attorney. Do you recognize this document?
I do.
And is this your signature on the line is titled defendant?
Yes, it is.
And are these your initial on the line that state you want to waive your right to attorney and represent yourself?
Yes.
I also have another document that's titled Waiver of Counsel for Purposes of Entering a Guilty Plea or Proceeding to Trial. Do you recognize this document?
Yes.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant?
Yes.
Mr. Airy, before you sign and initial these documents, did you read the documents?
Yes.
Did you understand what you read?
Yes, I did.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Airy, I read your answers. Mr. Airy, the prosecutor is going to come out and talk to you in a few minutes.
Great.
Just go back and have a seat where you're sitting. Next case is cause number 24CCCR 0642. Case is style of state of Texas versus Nastasia C. Carbon. Ms. Ms. Carbon, your full name is Nastasia C. Carbon? Ms. Carbon, would you please raise your right hand? Ms. Carbon, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Ms. Carbon, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Ms. Carbon? That's good. Can't be better than being blessed. Now, Ms. Carbon, I have before me two documents. The first document is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without Attorney. Do you recognize this document? Could you show this document to them?
What you said?
Do you recognize that? I didn't ask that. Do you recognize the document?
Yeah, I recognize.
Is that your signature on the line that's titled defendant?
Yeah, but I didn't understand what you said before.
Oh, okay. Are these your initials
Mhm.
on the line that state you like to apply for court-appointed attorney? I also have another document before me. This document is titled Jefferson County Affidavit of Indigence. Do you recognize this document?
Yeah.
On page 2 of this same document, there's a signature above the line that's titled defendant signature. Is this your signature?
Mhm.
Ms. Carbon, before you sign and initial these documents, did you read the documents?
Mhm.
And did you understand what you read?
Mhm.
Okay, you say yes or no.
I said yes.
You said, mhm.
Yes.
Okay. Now, Ms. Carbon, is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ms. Carbon, I read your answers. Based on your answers, you meet the eligibility requirements for the appointment of a court-appointed attorney, and the attorney that will be appointed to represent you in this case is Attorney Peter Dahl. Attorney Dahl will be given information to contact you. You will be given information to contact him. The court coordinator will give you that information. Once she gives you that information, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. Please have a seat on that first chair on the wall. Next case is cause number 23CCCR 2276. Case is styled State of Texas versus Michael Brewer. All right, Mr. Brewer, your full name is Michael Brewer. Mr. Brewer, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Brewer, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Mr. Brewer, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Brewer?
I'm good.
That's good. Now, Mr. Brewer, I have before me two documents. The first document is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Attorney to Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without Attorney. You recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
Is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant?
Yes, sir.
Or these your initials on the line state you like to apply for court-appointed attorney? I also have another document that's titled Jefferson County Affidavit of Indigence. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
On page 2 of this same document, there's a signature above the line that is titled defendant signature. Is this your signature? Mr. Brewer, before you sign and initial these documents that I just showed you, did you read the documents? Did you understand what you read? Is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge? And Mr. Brewer, I read your answers. Based on your answers, you do meet the eligibility requirements for the appointment of a court-appointed attorney, and the attorney that will be appointed to represent you is Attorney Mark Faggart. Attorney Faggart will be given information to contact you, and you will be given information to contact him. Our court coordinator will give you that information. Once she gives you that information, you'll be free to go, and you have a blessed day. All right, please have a seat in that third chair. Next case is cause number 24CCCR 0952. Case is styled the State of Texas versus Christian Holmes. Ms. Holmes, your full name is Christian Holmes. Ms. Holmes, would you please raise your right hand? Ms. Holmes, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Ms. Holmes, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Ms. Holmes? I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Ms. Holmes, I have before me two documents. The first document that I have is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without Attorney. Oops, do you recognize this document? Is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant? Or are these your initials on the line that state you like to apply for court-appointed attorney? I also have another document that is titled Jefferson County Affidavit of Indigence. Do you recognize this document? On page 2 of the same document, there's a signature above the line that is titled Defendant's Signature. Is this your signature? Ms. Holmes, before you signed and initialed these documents that I just showed you, did you read the documents? Did you understand what you read? Is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge? Ms. Holmes, I read your answers. Based on your answers, you meet the eligibility requirements for the appointment of a court-appointed attorney. And the attorney that will be appointed to represent you, in this case, is Attorney David Grove. Attorney Grove will be given information to contact you, and you will be given information to contact him. Our court coordinator will give you that information, but before she gives you that information, I need to give you some bond conditions. The bailiff is going to hand you a document that is titled Standard Bond Conditions. In County Court at Law number 2, I'm going to go over this document with you. Ms. Holmes, do you see the title Standard Bond Conditions in County Court at Law number 2? Okay. And it reads as follows. Following return of the criminal information in County Court at Law number 2 of Jefferson County, Texas, all bail bonds for release, all bail bonds executed for release of any defendant named herein are ordered subject to the additional conditions. Number 1, the defendant shall commit no offense against the laws of this state, any other state, or of the United States. Do you understand that condition? Number 2, the defendant shall submit to testing for drugs and alcohol at any time as directed by the court. The court may revoke the bond and order the arrest of any defendant who A, refuses to submit to a test for drugs and alcohol when directed to do so by the court, or B, submit to a test for drugs and alcohol and the test indicates the presence of drugs or alcohol in the defendant's body. Do you understand that condition? And condition number 3, the defendant shall not communicate either directly or indirectly with the alleged victim of the pending offense. And the defendant shall not go near any residence, school, or other location frequented by the alleged victim. Do you understand that condition? Now, condition number 4 does not apply because that only applies in the DWI case. Your case is not a DWI case, therefore it does not apply. However, condition number 5 does apply. Condition number 5 states, defendant is prohibited from possessing a firearm or ammunition unless the defendant is a peace officer as defined by section 1.07 of Texas Penal Code, actively engaged in employment as a sworn full-time paid employee of a state agency or political subdivision. Do you understand that condition? Now, Ms. Holmes, if you violate any one of these conditions, your bond can be revoked. And if your bond is revoked, a warrant be issued for your arrest, you'll be arrested, placed in the Jefferson County Jail. Now, Ms. Holmes, please have a seat in that 3rd chair on the wall. Here's her bond conditions. These are. Oh, I thought you had it. Yeah, I have it right here. Okay, next case is cause number 24CCCR 1372. Case is styled the state of Texas versus Dion Kyrie Davis. Oh, okay, I'm doing fine. Now, Mr. Davis, you inform the bailiff that you are wearing a hat or because of religious reasons? Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And what religion is that?
Christianity, Orthodox.
Orthodox Christianity.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, Mr. Davis, court is going to permit you to wear your headpiece. Now, I have, no. Could you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Davis, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Davis?
I'm blessed. How are you?
I'm blessed as well. And Mr. Davis, I have before me 2 documents. The first document is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without Attorney. You recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
Is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant?
Yes, sir.
Are these your initials on the line that state you'd like to apply for a court-appointed attorney? I also have another document that is titled Jefferson County Affidavit of Indigence. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
On page 2 of this same document, there's a signature above the line that is titled Defendant's Signature. Is this your signature?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Davis, before you sign and initial these documents, did you read the documents?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand what you read?
The only thing I don't understand about the documents, I am enlisted in the military after this is over. Instead of I would have represented myself, I would have messed up something.
Well, okay, I can't give you any, legal advice. You know, as a judge, we can't give you legal advice.
That's the only part I didn't understand. That's why I went to court.
Okay, but that wasn't on this here document.
It's on, when you see, it's on the one with the,
Oh, you're talking about the here. That says if you represent yourself,
yes, sir.
that be aware that the dangers and disadvantages of self-representation,
Yes, sir.
waiving your right for an attorney may result in the worst outcome for you, including your case, including a loss of significant rights and opportunities relating to the first thing was military service.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That was if you would represent yourself. Of course, if you have an attorney, your attorney could explain that
Yes, sir.
better to you. Okay. Okay, now, did you understand everything in these documents?
Yes, sir.
Is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, Mr. Davis, I read your answers. Based on your answers, you meet the eligibility requirements for the appointment of court-appointed attorney. And the attorney that will be appointed to represent you in this case is Attorney Benjamin Jeffers. Attorney Jeffers will be given information to contact you, and you will be given information to contact him. Our court coordinator will give you that information.
Yes, sir.
Now, once she gives you that information, you'll be free to go. You have a blessed day.
You too.
Have a seat in that first chair to the right
Thank you.
on the wall. Next case is cause number M332175, case of style of state of Texas versus Darrell Lynn Martindale. Mr. Martindale, your full name is Darrell Lynn Martindale?
Junior.
Okay, Junior.
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Martindale, would you please raise your right hand? Ms. Martindale, you swear affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes.
Mr. Martindale, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Martindale? You all right? Now, Mr. Martindale, I have before me two documents. The first document is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without Attorney. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled Defendant?
Yes, sir.
Or are these your initials on the line that state you'd like to apply for court-appointed attorney?
Yes, sir.
I also have another document before me that is titled Jefferson County Affidavit of Indigence. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
On page 2 of this same document, there is a signature above the line that is titled Defendant Signature. Is this your signature?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Martindale, before you signed and initialed these documents, did you read the documents?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand what you read?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Martindale, based on your answers, you meet the eligibility requirements for the appointment of court-appointed attorney. And the attorney that will be appointed to represent you in this case is Attorney Jack Lawrence. Attorney Lawrence will be given information to contact you, and you will be given information to contact him. Our court coordinator will give you that information. Once she gives you that information, you're free to go and you have a blessed day. And Mr. Martindale, please have a seat in that chair.
Thank you.
Yes,
Bring me here and start everything. You don't know?
it was transferred. Oh, it was just transferred, I guess. Next case. Let's see. Terry George Gallion. Mr. Gallion, your full name is Kerry George Gallion. How are you doing, Mr. Gallion? I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking, Mr. Gallion. Would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Gallion, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God? Mr. Gallion, you may put your hand down. Mr. Gallion, I have before me a document that is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without Attorney. Do you recognize this document? Yeah, no, my question is, do you recognize the document?
Yes.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant? Or these your initials that state you would like to apply for court-appointed attorney?
Yes.
And Mr. Gallion, I also have a document here that is titled Jefferson County Affidavit of Indigence. Do you recognize this document? On page 2 of this same document, there's a signature above the line that's titled defendant's signature. Is this your signature? Now, Mr. Gallion, before you signed and initialed these documents, did you read the documents? Did you understand what you read? Is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge? Okay, Mr. Gallion, I need to ask you some questions, some additional questions regarding the information that you have provided on this affidavit of indigence. I'm going to
We've come to an agreement for payment of restitution for dismissal in that case.
So he needs the case reset to give him time to pay restitution?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Airy, would you please come forward? Erie,
Your Honor, I could pay today.
oh, okay,
I just need to go get a money order.
okay,
And provided that he does pay today, then the state would submit a dismissal in that case. But
it'll be dismissed today.
But in the abundance of caution, just in case he doesn't make it back today, because we do close earlier today, Your Honor.
Oh, y'all do?
But I would ask that we still do a regular recess so he has additional time.
Let's see, can bring it tomorrow. I mean,
I can bring it.
because, yeah, they're gonna be closed, so, I mean, that's what I'm saying, if you bring it tomorrow, and I think the restitution, he gave you the amount,
$100.
and who is payable to? Or is it just the check gonna be blank, and then they're gonna fill it in, or are you gonna fill it
It
in?
might be best just to leave it blank.
Leave it
Because
blank,
of what happened.
just, yeah, but he's, one of the prosecutors gonna tell you who to make it payable to. So you're gonna be a $100 money order?
Okay.
Okay, now, if you come tomorrow, we start at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Now, depending, what's your schedule?
I can be here tomorrow at 9 o'clock.
Okay,
Did you just bring the money order tomorrow at 9 o'clock?
yeah,
Courtroom?
you gonna be here tomorrow, or is it another prosecutor?
That's kind of, we're not certain at this point, Your Honor. But either way, I will make sure that,
And they give them the right name?
yeah. Mhm.
Okay, okay, yeah, but
I'll make sure it's taken care of.
okay, we're gonna reset your case for tomorrow at 9. See, and you're gonna pay the restitution, the prosecutor is gonna be here. And then you'll give them restitution, they'll bring it up there, well, you're gonna be up, they're gonna bring it to the district attorney's office.
Great.
And once they confirm it, then that prosecutor is going to dismiss your case.
Great.
All right,
Sounds good.
all right, okay, that sounds like a plan. So, just reset, do we need to give them a reset for tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna give you a reset to be for tomorrow at 9 o'clock.
Great.
All right,
All right, thank you.
all right. And that's restitution and dismissal.
That's correct, Your Honor.
I got Mrs. Bradley.
Let me see, hold on a minute, tomorrow's the 3rd, okay. Okay. Who's this? But I had nothing to fill out. Oh, they said they hired him?
But it's not showing on the rep.
Okay, okay. He's on the docket?
Yes, sir.
You say his name is what?
Bradley.
Spreadley.
You can call yourself down. Are you gonna bring my pen?
Oh, you're good.
I'll do it.
Okay. 1218. Mr. Gelling, come back on up. Okay. Now, Ms. Gelling, briefly, I showed you a document that is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defense Without Attorney. And you acknowledge that this was your signature and your initials on this document, is that correct? And now you've made some changes on the Jefferson County Affidavit of Indigence. Is everything on this document true and correct to the best of your knowledge? Is that correct? Okay. Okay, Mr. Gallion. The court have read your answers. Based on your answers, you meet the eligibility requirements for the appointment of a court-appointed attorney. And the attorney that will be appointed to represent you is Attorney Todd LeBlanc. Attorney LeBlanc will be given information to contact you. You will be given information to contact him. That door is locked, sir. And as I said earlier, you'll be given information to contact Mr. LeBlanc. Mr. LeBlanc will be given information to contact you. Our court coordinator will give you that information. And once she gives you that information, you'll be free to go. But this is, need to give you some bond conditions that I have to draft up. Here we go. It's supposed to be. I'm gonna go over those bond conditions with you. I'm gonna take them back up so I can sign them. I'm gonna give you a signed copy. But before I do that, I need to go over these bond conditions with you. The document that you have in your hand is titled Standard Bond Conditions in County Court Law Number 2. Do you see that document? And it reads as following: following return of a criminal information in County Court Law Number 2 of Jefferson County, Texas, all bail bonds executed for release of any defendant named herein are ordered subject to the additional conditions. Number 1, the defendant shall commit no offense against the laws of this state, any other state, or of the United States. Do you understand that condition? Condition number 2, the defendant shall submit to testing for drugs and alcohol at any time as directed by the court. The court may revoke the bond and order the arrest of any defendant who A, refuses to submit to a test for drugs and alcohol when directed to do so by the court, or B, submit to a test for drugs and alcohol and the test indicates the presence of drugs or alcohol in the defendant's body. Do you understand that condition? Now, condition 3 and 4 does not apply. However, condition 5 does apply on page 2 and states the defendant shall attend AA-NA meetings 2 times a week and provide food to the court. And do you understand that condition? Now, I have document, some locations. Oh, this is the last one I have. Can't give you that one. I'm going to give you a sign-in sheet that you're going to take with you when you go to the AA-NA meetings. And when you come back to court, you need to have that sign-in sheet with you. Also, I'm going to give you a schedule. Now, you can hand that document back to me. I'm gonna sign that document. And we're gonna give you a schedule. She's gonna make a copy of this here schedule for you. Well, I'm gonna give you this, not to make copies of both. Now, Mr. Gallion, if you violate any one of these conditions, your bond can be revoked. And if your bond is revoked, a warrant will be issued for your arrest. You'll be arrested, placed in the Jefferson County Jail. Do you understand? You can have a seat in that first chair on the wall. And once the coordinator gives you the paperwork that you need, you're free to go. You have a blessed day. Thank you. Here you go. We're gonna make a copy. Who's gonna make? You gonna make it?
Don't matter.
I was waiting on the bit.
On what?
On the pencil.
Oh, okay, do that. Yeah, okay.
You need, I guess.
Oh, he was supposed to put his initials on this here. Spradley? You just checked it. You could go ahead and do that. I'll give it. Come on,
You
back
need
up.
copies of this?
You're gonna need a copy of both of them. Once you hand this to him, where the check mark is,
Yes, sir.
you're supposed to put your initials there.
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, just make initial, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's see. This is cause number 24 CCCR 1218. Case is styled the state of Texas versus Jordan Jamal Spradley. Mr. Spradley, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Spradley, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Spradley, do you swear affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you
Yes, sir,
God?
I do.
Mr. Spradley, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Spradley?
Fine.
That's good, Mr. Spradley. You have before you a document that is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without Attorney. Do you recognize that document?
Yes, sir.
And are those your initials on the line that state you would like to have your case reset to hire your, it states that you have hired an attorney to represent you?
Yes, sir.
And what is the attorney's name? Brian Lane. Okay. Now, at the bottom of that document, there's a signature on the line that is titled defendant. Is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Spradley, before you signed and initialed that document, did you read the document?
Yes, sir. I
Did
did.
you understand what you read?
Yes, sir.
Is everything in that document true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Spradley, your case is going to be reset to give Mr. Lane an opportunity to file his letter of representation.
Yes, sir.
He needs to be informed that he needs to file a letter of representation in this case.
Yes, sir.
Now, our court coordinator is going to give you your reset. Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go. And you have a blessed day,
You too.
and you can give that paperwork to her.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you just have a seat in that third chair on the wall. You,
Oh, no,
that's it, next to him, that third chair. Will it be in recess? Jefferson County Court at law number 2 is back in session. Court is in session with the arraignment docket. We're going to proceed with our bond forfeitures. First case is cause number 23CCCR 0650. Case is style the state of Texas versus Omar Avila Yanez. Mr. Avila Yanez was scheduled to be in court this morning at 9 a.m. on today's date, July 2nd, 2024, at about 9 a.m. The court's bailiff called the name of Omar Avila Yanez at the courthouse door. Mr. Avila Yanez did not answer. Mr. Avila Yanez has not appeared in court since the court has been in session. The time now is 12 o'clock noon. Mr. Yanez has not appeared. Mr. Bailiff, would you please call the name of Omar Avila Yanez at the courthouse door?
No response, John.
Okay, Omar Avila Yanez's name was just called again at the courthouse door. Omar Avila Yanez did not answer. He has not appeared since the court has been in session. Court has given him a reason time to appear. He has not appeared. State, do you have a motion?
State moves for bond forfeiture.
That motion will be granted. Omar Avila Yanez bond will be forfeited and a warrant should be issued for his arrest in cause number 23CCCR 0650. Next case is cause number 23CCCR 1484. Case is style the state of Texas versus Juan Omar Guerrero. Juan Guerrero was scheduled to be in court this morning at 9 a.m. At or about 9 a.m. The court's bailiff called the name of Juan Guerrero at the courthouse door. Juan Guerrero did not answer. Juan Guerrero has not appeared in court since the court has been in session. The time now is 12:02 p.m. on today's date. Ms. Bailiff, would you please call the name of Juan Guerrero at the courthouse door?
No response, Your Honor.
Okay, Juan Guerrero's name was just called at the courthouse door. Juan Guerrero did not answer. A reasonable time has passed to give Mr. Guerrero an opportunity to appear in court. He has not appeared in court. State, do you have a motion?
State moves for bond forfeiture.
That motion will be granted. Juan Guerrero's bond will be forfeited and a warrant shall be issued for his arrest in cause number 23CCCR 1484. Next case is cause number M334162. Case is style of state of Texas versus Kason Grant Kilmer. Kason Kilmer was scheduled to be in court this morning at 9 a.m. At about 9 a.m., the court's bailiff called the name of Kason Kilmer at the courthouse door. Kason Kilmer did not answer. Kason Kilmer has not appeared in court since the court has been in session. The time now is 12:03 p.m. on today's date. Ms. Bailiff, would you please call the name of Kason Kilmer at the courthouse door?
Jason Kilmer. Jason Kilmer. No response, Your Honor.
Kason Kilmer's name was just called again at the courthouse door by the court's bailiff. Kason Kilmer did not answer. Kason Kilmer has not appeared in court since the court has been in session.
Oh, hold on.
Oh.
That's 30, so then he already done.
Oh, well, we still can go forward, but Kason Kilmer did not answer. And Kason Kilmer has not appeared in court since the court has been in session. Court has given Mr. Kilmer a reasonable time to appear in court. He has not appeared in court. State, do you have a motion?
State moves for bond forfeiture.
That motion will be granted. Next case is cause number 23CCCR 2084. Case is style of the state of Texas versus Toomer N. Levi. Toomer Levi was scheduled to be in court this morning at 9 a.m. At or about 9 a.m. The court's bailiff called the name of Toomer Levi at the courthouse door. Toomer Levi did not answer. Toomer Levi has not appeared in court since the court has been in session. The time now is 12:05 p.m. on today's date. Ms. Bailiff, would you please call the name of Toomer Levi at the courthouse door?
Yes, sir. No response, Your Honor.
Tuma Levi's name was just called again at the courthouse door. Tuma Levi did not answer. A reasonable time has passed to give Mr. Levi an opportunity in court. He has not appeared in court. State, do you have a motion?
Distinguished for bond forfeiture.
That motion will be granted. Tuma Levi bond will be forfeited. Warrant should be issued for his arrest in cause number 23 CCCR 2084. And this will conclude the calling of court's docket in County Court of London 2, Jefferson County, Texas. All bond forfeitures previously mentioned are forfeited. Everyone, please have a blessed day.
Thank you, Judge.
And prosecutor, you are excused.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Everyone have a blessed day.